We're installing the American Standard 1.25 horsepower disposal. So this is a little bit of a slimmer design because we've got a lot going on underneath our sink here, and it's also really cool, but it's still just as powerful. And this is everything that comes with it, and I'm going to show you how to install. All right, first thing you want to do is you take the mounting system, turn upside down where you see all the screws, loosen the screws. And then you want to get this ring off. There it is. Then dismantle all the pieces here. And then we're going to be ready to install this into the sink. Alright, so next we're going down to our sink. Our sink is kind of angled here, so kind of a cool sink here. And basically we're going to take this, and we're going to get plumber's putty, and just roll it, create like a snake, worm, whatever you want to call it. And we're going to put it all the way around it. It's okay to have a lot. It's actually preferred. Alright, so it should look like that. Okay, now place it in. Push it down a bit. If there's writing on yours, you want to make sure you see that, so you angle it, you know, in the front or something, but here this is just plain silver. Next, what I like to do is take the disposal itself and sit it on top of there. If you don't have somebody to help you, that will help with the weight for this next part. So in order how it goes is the fiber gasket, the ring, smooth side up, so go up like that. Then you're going to want to put this back on, that screws on, and then it's the ring. It's basically going on the exact same way we disassembled it, and it's a little harder this time because we have to push up against the sink, and that's why we put the disposal on top to hinder it from moving. So I'll make sure that's still good. Okay. And now the next step would be, if you have this, unscrew the screws a lot, and that will help a lot. This goes over top of everything else, and then we have to squeeze this ring underneath. So this is the harder part, but basically how it's gonna look, you know, I don't have much room to play with here, but I gotta get the ring on this metal part here. So it's exactly how it came assembled. It's just a lot harder now. And there it is. Now, what it looks like, besides all my screws falling out, fiber gasket, smooth ring, the mounting bracket with the screws, and then the small ring right there. Tighten this, and you tighten it with the screws. And as you're tightening them, you're making the connection tighter to the sink. So when we look up here, you notice all of that plumber's putty starting to come out. That's a good thing. We get this really nice and tight, really nice and tight. And now that it is, I already pre-tightened this here now, then we can go to mounting our actual disposal once we get this up. Okay, as you'll see on here, the mounting ring on the disposal has these circles, kind of like unfinished circles, and then these clips here. Okay, so those clips, there's 3 of them all the way around, go on this right here, where this is angled. So you have to push up the actual disposal onto here and try to get the clip on the bottom part on all three sides, and then turn it to the right. And the circles here are made for putting a screwdriver into it and helping with the force to tighten it. But now I need to tighten it. So I want to position this in a way that's going to be good for me to get to the actual drain orientation to be like this. So I see the two drain outlets right here. Well, that's an inlet outlet. With this model, it comes with something that I guess they call a silver guard. This is meant to be installed right around the perimeter up here on the flat part there. So that's what we're going to do right now. All it is it's a black piece of plastic that literally has buttons on it. Like they literally clip together and you push them together like that. Just like a normal button. So nothing spectacular. So we're just going to slip that around the side there. It states in the instructions that we have to get it around underneath these screws. Looks like they're magnets. I've never installed one of these, but like I said, it's not difficult to do. You just want to get it. I think it just acts as a barrier so it doesn't ever sag. Let's get that buttoned. There we go. Pretty easy. Next, we're going to attach this. So you see there's a bigger part, a narrower end. The narrower end sticks out, so it's going to kind of nicely fit in there nice and snug, really. So that's going to fit in there like that. And then we're going to take this, which is this piece with two screws, goes around it. And we put these two screws like this. Basically, we'll tighten those up. Is nice and tight. Okay, so now we're going to connect our drain piece that they gave us. This right here. You're going to take the shorter part of the elbow and the part that has a lip on it, the other part does not, and that goes inside of here. And you really push it in there until you get it past, and you'll feel it that that lip is like back here, right here, this clamp. And all you do is you put this on like this, you squeeze it to tighten it, and that's literally it. Now that this is hooked up, I need to hook up this drain to the actual main here. So we're going to take our washer and we're going to put it so that the thinner side is facing down. If you can see that. And then I've got my P-trap here, and it's going to go in like this and connect this to here, but it is obviously way too long at the moment, so I'm going to cut that. Let's cut dry fit it to test. And this is where you may have to turn your whole unit, which it will turn. Like that. And that should be good. And then basically, we just need to get a little washer on here, tighten this on, it'll be good. Make sure everything's pretty straight. You don't want things to be crooked, like angled onto the connections. And then you just hand tighten these. Drain assembly, it's already plugged in. Now, if you do have your dishwasher to hook up into, all we're going to do is we're going to get like a screwdriver or something, and inside of here, you see how it looks solid? We need to just hit that out. That's all you do. This. That's it. When you look through, it's completely hollow, so now it'll go into the disposal and out to the drain. This. Then you slide this on it, far back as you can.
At this point, my customer came in and was talking to me, so I'm just going to voice over this. You just want to really tighten down that clamp there to the hose from the dishwasher, but other than that, you're good to go. It's going to go into the disposal and out the drain. Everything's hooked up here, so everything's looking good. Now we just need to focus on the top. All that plumber's putty, I usually just use right there a flathead screwdriver. I very lightly, so you don't scratch anything, go around the edges to kind of cut all that loose. And it just makes it easier whenever you want to pull it all up like this. I usually turn it into a ball then and kind of clean up all the excess there. Also, don't forget, we busted out that little cap that was in there for the dishwasher hose. So do not forget to go in there and get that out, otherwise you'll turn it on and it'll sound crazy. So get that bad boy out. I'll just put the finishing pieces in that come with the disposal, just the rubber strainer and the plug. Now we're ready to test it.
Now with everything hooked up, you just want to test for leaks. Water, and turn it on.